are back once again, and this is the third volume of the WCW Nitro Grill Drinks menu. We're going to make a couple of sharpshooters, and we're going to be making the Stinger Splash, well I guess in this case, a couple of Scorpion Deathlocks. We're going to mix it up, get it all ready, and it's going to taste delicious. If you think that you're a dude with attitude, you got to mix up this Stinger Splash. Woo! Not only are we going to be making this drink, we're going to take a look at Great American Bash 1990 when the Stinger won his first NWA WCW World Heavyweight Championship title against Ric Flair. We're also going to take a quick little recap of all the great matches at the WCW Great American Bash. Well, at least what I thought was pretty good. And we're going to sip on a Stinger Splash and let's have some fun. So to get your Stinger Splashes ready, you're going to need 3 different ingredients, well actually 4, and they're the key ingredients to get a delicious Stinger Splash. Well, at least let's hope it's good. You're going to need Disaronno, you're going to need some Guinness melon, but it says Midori. This is basically the same stuff. In Canada, we can't get Midori, so this will have to do, and Southern Comfort. Mix that all together, put some lemon and sugar, you mix it all up to make that sweet and sour. Now we got all that ready, get your drink, and it should look something like this. And let's try it out. Jeez, it's a strong drink for sure, but it's okay. But I have to say this is probably the worst one so far. I mean, the lemon leg drop and that Bash at the Beach tea was so much better than this. Yeah, I don't know. This combination, I mean, Stinger, I like you, man, but if this is what you like, this is the drink that you made, you actually probably had nothing to do with it, but damn, it's, oh. It's like fucking cough syrup. Alright, so while I gather my senses and hopefully I can enjoy this, we're going to take a look at the New Revolution. I found this one for a decent price. I was able to get it. There's also another one where you see Stinger's face on the front. That's actually the very hard and rare one to find. But anyways, let's take a good recap of this incredible event. I mean, there's a lot of things on here. I remember distinctly, seeing it was the Midnight Express against the Southern Boys. Man, Southern Boys, that's today that's definitely not going to pass with the standards, especially with the whole Confederate flag thing, but that's a whole I don't want to get into the politics of that, but basically that match, it was interesting. It's fun to see it because I guess back in the day, right, everybody was trained in Taekwondo and karate and whatever like that. So, I mean, that was supposed to be the scary art back in the day. These days, oh, everybody's trained in mixed martial arts. Back in the day, oh, he knows karate, he's got his black belt, he'll hurt you. So, I guess in a little bit of the matchup, a little thing in the match, you see them actually having kind of like a kung fu standoff. So it's pretty fun. You see them just going, one of those like hand things, like, ooh, what the, and like some kind of Bruce Lee stuff, but it was all entertaining. As well as, what else did they have? They had a cool, it was Big Van Vader's debut in WCW. And he had this kind of like this dark lucha mask. He looked like some kind of oversized Villano. And, you know, he's just in there for a squash match. Crushed the Z-Man. It was a great matchup. It's fun to see. What else do we got? Well, there's one cool one. I don't think it's listed here. Yeah, it's not even listed here at all. Zeb Coulter that you know today. I can't remember what his name is in here. But he was going against this guy named Doug Atlas. Oh man, this guy was like jacked up, dude. This guy was huge. I think he ended up passing away shortly later, like a few years later or something. So I don't really know. You're going to have to look it up. But this guy looked like he had potential. The fans were loving him. It was exciting. So that's another good one to check out. The Dudes with Attitude, you know, because that was Stinger's team for that event. I guess they all were together. Pretty much everybody who had a matchup that night was part of the Dudes with Attitude. and it was just all hyped up for Sting to win that event. The Steiner brothers against the, what are they called? This, it's geez, the Freebirds. That's right, the Freebirds with Michael Hayes and Jimmy Garvin, and that was fun. That was a really good matchup. The crowd was going crazy, man. Especially when just all the antics, everything that was going on, and the Stinger, oh not sorry, not Stinger, and Steiner, Scotty, pulls off the Frankensteiner, boom, crowd goes crazy. It's a beautiful matchup, fun to watch. Crowd was really into it. Here's another really good one I like, is Lex Luger against Mean Mark Callis. I mean, man, I wish Stinger had a matchup against Mean Mark Callis. Apparently they had a dark match way back in the day. There's like a fake one that's going on YouTube right now, but don't follow that. But anyways, Luger, total package against Mean Mark Callis. If you don't know who he is, that's the Undertaker that you know here today. And man, it's a great match, slow paced, but it kind of builds up. It's like a, man, this is a huge matchup. If you love seeing that kind of stuff, you got to check this one out. You got to see that co-main event. It's beautiful. A pre-main event, I don't know. So good. Well, not amazing, but it's a good match to see. And then, of course, man, Sting against Ric Flair. The main event. Holy, oh man, that was such a good main event. It kind of reminds me of like Hogan and Flair. Flair is always such a good guy to give up the title. You know, when he puts somebody over, oh man, guys, the crowd goes insane. Man, when Stinger won that, and Pat did Stinger and Flair matchup, you know, typical thing, you know, picking him up over his head, throwing him down, you know, Flair trying to put the chops on him, getting those chops, but it's not working. You just, and Stinger just, no, Flair, you're not going to be able to hurt me. Pretty much like the hulking up type thing. Picks him up, throws him. Oh man, the crowd is so into this matchup. I mean, the win, I mean, it's disappointing. How Stinger does like a small package, you know, but typical thing back in the day. And yeah, other than that, I wish there was like a better finish. The Stinger wins the World Heavyweight Championship, and that's that. So all my little gaming superheroes, sip on this if you can have a Stinger splash and see if you like it, but damn it, I really need like a beer or something to chase this.